And coming into your meditation, so finding your posture, could be seated, could be on the ground. Perhaps you are sitting on top of a block or a cushion, whatever helps you to feel grounded. And use the breath to relax the body, allowing thoughts to come and go. This is the nature of the mind. So bring the body in to your awareness by softening the space around the breath. Feeling the muscles around the lungs and the back relax with every breath. Breathing in and exhaling, relaxing. Inhaling slowly and deeply and fully. And exhale, find some peace and ease in the body. Continuing to take a few more breaths like this at your own pace and rhythm. Softening the expression of the face. We hold so much of our stories on our face, so relaxing the body to just let that go and let that relax and flow down the shoulders, softening the fingertips and relaxing down the body into your sits bones, into your feet. And then inhale, drawing up the earth, the stability of the earth, filling the body. And exhaling nice and easy, letting go. Simply tuning into the present moment, noticing the sounds in your space. Noticing the feeling of the air upon your skin. And notice any internal sensations in the body. Let's exhale. Take a nice deep full breath in and share the breath out. Breathe in, noticing what you notice, whatever you feel. And with the exhale, just send that out, releasing it, letting it go. One more time with your breath in. Feel what you feel. Take a deep breath in and hold it for a few seconds. And then send that feeling out, just letting it go into the space around you. Let's flutter the eyes open. Take some movement with the shoulders and the hips. Feeling refreshed, feeling renewed, ready for a yoga practice. So let's begin with the head and the neck. Take the right ear to the right shoulder. Soften the shoulders for a deep breath. Letting it go. And over to the other side. Inhale back to center. And exhale left ear to left shoulder. Really soften your shoulders, let gravity do her thing. Taking a full breath. And then back to center. Inhale, gaze up, nice tall spine. And exhale, tuck your chin, relax, let your head hang heavy. And then shimmy the neck from left to right. Gradually taking it into a semicircle motion. Inhale, lengthen the spine and gaze over one side. And exhaling down the center to inhale up the other side. And with your inhale, get nice and tall with the shoulders. And with the exhale, relax down. So we'll take another round on each side. And feel free to take this at your own pace and rhythm, moving with your breath. And taking it to center. Bring your knees up, hold your knees, and then rock on down to your back. All right, when you're on your back, take your arms out wide in a T shape. Really reach nice and wide out. Back is nice and flat. Your knees are vertical of your hips. Exhale. Breathe it in. And exhale, reach your hands to the sky, straighten your legs. Inhale, bend the knees, take the hands back down. And reach out with the breath, point through the legs. And then take the arms back down. Exhaling to reach and point. And inhale, take it back. Let's do one more. Reach it out. And take it down. Good. Lower your feet, take your hands along your sides. Now let's do a dynamic bridge pose. So press the feet down to raise the hips up and reach up and back behind you. And then with the exhale, roll down the spine. Take your hands to your hips. So we're doing a few things. We're pressing the hips up, we're inhaling, and we're reaching back. Awesome. And with the exhale, rolling down the spine one vertebrae at a time, taking the hands to your sides. Keeping the head down, keeping the head relaxed, okay? We'll take a couple more. Coordinate the breath, so bring the mind into the movement so that your breath is full, your lungs are full when your hands are up and back behind you. And then exhaling so your lungs are empty when your hands touch down with your hips. Good. With your breath. Perfect. And then draw your knees into your chest. Squeeze your knees in. Take the knees in some circles. And circle the other direction. Squeeze your knees in, tuck your head and tuck your tail, and rock a little bit left and right. Just some small movements left and right. All right, now we're going to come to neutral and we're going to rock back and forth. So if you're on a nice soft surface, this will be easier. If you're on a hard surface, like I'm actually on kind of a hard surface right now, so it's not the best, but if you're on a nice carpet, enjoy the rocks. Okay, if you're on a harder surface, you can just come up to a seat. Once we're in a seat, take your hands to your knees. Let's find some circular motions. Again, in a seated position. Warming up through the shoulders, through the hips. So you take the circle as large as feels good for you. And then we're going to circle the other direction. So throughout our class today, feel free to make this your own practice. So if you feel inspired to move a little bit differently and make the posture your own, feel free and totally welcome to do that, to make this your class. All right. And let's come forward into a tabletop pose. All right, so we're going to do a couple more warm-up postures, then we'll get into a vinyasa flow before some cool-down stretches. All right, so reach your right foot back and your left hand forward. Reach them out. Create some length. Inhale and exhale. Bring your elbow to your knee. And 3 more with your breath. Inhale to extend. And exhale, draw it in. Such a good movement for the back. Bring them together. And one more time, reaching it out. And then lowering it down. And wag your hips, left and right. Awesome. And taking it back to center. And let's do the other side. So left foot and right hand. And create some space here. So reach along through the hand, back through the foot, creating space in the body. Wringing out the body to create room for new experiences. Inhaling and exhaling, bringing the elbow to the knee. And take a few more with your breath. And let's all reach it out long. Inhale. And then lower it down. And let's take some cat-cows here. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. And exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, draw the shoulders down the back, gaze forward. Exhale, press the mat away, shrug the shoulders up. Alternating with your breath. And take a few more rounds at your own pace, so faster or slower. Any other movements that you want to bring into your tabletop, go for it. And take your left knee to the center of the mat. Reach your right foot back, bend the knee, rotate the hip open. So the knee is bent. Inhale, pull that knee back and up. And exhale, bring the knee towards your chest, towards your heart. Inhale, bring it back, open up the hip. And exhale, draw it forward. One more time. Really open it up. And then this time we're going to step it forward. So step the right foot in between your hands. Back knee is still down. Low lunge. So if you have a block, which I don't have a block with me, but if you do, you could take a block under your left hand. And then reach the right hand up high. And take a couple breaths here. Just feeling into the alignment of the pose. Stacking your arms long from palm to palm, so that you feel the support within the muscles of the shoulders, through the collar. And inhale, grow a bit longer. And with an exhale, we'll take the hand down. Bring the knees back. Let's take the knees wide. Press the hips to the heels. Let's take a child's pose, but keep your arms nice and long. Walk your hands over to the right for a breath. And take your hands back to center. And then walk them over to the left. Walk them just as far as feels good for you. We all have a different edge, and we're here to explore that edge of our practice. And take the hands back to center. And come back up into a tabletop pose. Now we're going to lift up the left leg, bend the left knee, rotate the hip open. Inhale to really bring that knee back and high. And exhale, sweep it forward, hug the knee in towards your chest. And with the breath again, sending the knee back, rotating the hip open, and bringing the knee forward. One more time. Deep breath in. And then with the exhale, step your left foot up in between your hands. Low lunge. Find a comfortable lunge. And right palm into the ground or into a block. Perfect. And twisting the left arm up to the sky. Twisting towards your bent knee. Pressing into the earth, gazing up just past your fingers, reaching up to the sky, inviting in that sky energy. Big open blue sky, even if there's some clouds. The big open, expansive blue sky is right there. Inhale, and with an exhale, we can take the hand down. Move the foot back, press back to a child's pose again, just for a moment, exhaling. And inhale, let's shift the hips forward, walk the hands forward a bit, come to a Cobra Pose, stack the shoulders over top of the wrists so that you feel nice and strong in the wrists. Really press down into the palms. Gazing over the left side of your shoulder. Inhale and gaze over the right side. Back to center. Come through a tabletop, tuck your toes, and then down dog. Hug your chest towards your thighs. And we'll pedal out through the legs. Bending one knee, then straightening the next. Faster or slower. Then bend both knees. Inhale, look forward. And step the feet up to the hands. Walking up into a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Let's hang here for a breath. If your fingertips can rest on the mat, great. If you prefer to take your hands and press your hands into a block or into 2 blocks, also great. Exhaling, and then we'll root to rise with the inhale. So bring your head up last, draw your navel to your spine, stack your vertebrae. All right, take your time. Reach the hands up. We'll bring the hands together, and we'll hold here for a couple of breaths. So bring your fingertips together, wrap your thumbs around your opposite hands to create a steeple shape. Right, press the feet down, reach the hands up, growing taller, inhale. Then exhale, let's take the hands into the heart. Take a deep breath in, notice what you feel in the body. Then exhale, let it go. So let's just take a nice comfortable stance here. So one way to let go of energy, some emotion, whatever it is that may be lingering, is to shake it out. So light in the knees, light in the hips. Let's start with shaking the hands. All right, and then we're going to take it into the shoulders. So shake the shoulders, bounce the shoulders. And this is such a good movement for the upper back and the middle back. All right, and then we're going to bounce the shoulders and bounce the back of the heels as well. So let your shoulders rock up and down. Light in the hips, light in the knees. Every time that your heels tap the ground, just imagine the ground taking whatever it is that you may have been holding on to, bringing some more shakes into the body, just welcoming in a clean and fresh slate. All right, and we'll do the legs. So shake your legs, shake a foot, and switch sides, shake a leg, and shake a foot. And to the top of the mat. So we'll do a few sun salutation A's to get into a flow. Then we'll do some sun salutation B variations with the good warrior style flows. And then we'll take it back down to the mat. So let's come up to the top here. Feel your strength. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, raise the chest. Exhale, plant your palms, step to a plank pose. Hold plank. Let's hold our first plank for a few breaths. So draw the navel in, grip through the fingers. You can always lower your knees. Take a breath in and exhale high to low. So I like to lower the knees on the first one. You can come to 90 degrees in the elbows or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Pull the chest forward. Okay, this time let's exhale. So follow me. Exhale to a child's pose. We're not going to stay here. Inhale, come forward to a cobra. And exhale, down dog. Find your ujjayi breath here. Take a deep inhale. Smooth, audible exhale. And again, pedal out the legs, hug the chest to the thighs. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. And exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Let's hang here in our fold again for a breath. So let your fingers hang. Relax through the head. Inhale. Exhale, hinge a bit deeper. And with the inhale, we're going to root to rise. Nice and smooth. Take your time. Bring the head up last. And reach to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Again, take a breath to grow tall. And bring the hands into the heart. Inhale into your heart center. And exhale, letting it go. Next round, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, raise the head. Exhale, stepping to a plank pose. Taking a breath to prepare in plank. And then ride your exhale high to low. Maybe you hug the elbows in for chaturanga. And roll over to the tops of the feet, raise the thighs. Okay, you decide where you want to go with it. So again, if you would like, exhale, press back to a child's pose. Inhaling forward to a cobra. Tuck your toes and exhale to a down dog. All right, so flowing through a child's pose on the way to down dog has a nice kind of an energetic wave to it. You're welcome to do that or not. I'll give the option. Let's relax through the head and the neck here. Sway the head a bit side to side. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. And exhale, walk, step or float. Halfway lift. And fold. Take a nice full breath in. And exhale, fold a bit deeper. And inhale, root to rise. Direct your energy up into the sky, nice and smooth. And bring the hands into the heart. Breathing in. Relaxing into your feet. Exhaling, letting go. All right, we'll do one more a bit faster. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, press and float, or step. High to low. Inhale, forward. And exhale, down dog or flow through child's. Make your way to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. And exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Again, taking a breath in the fold. So inhaling. And exhaling, bend the knees, hinge the head further. And with an inhale, we'll root to rise. Deeply in as you reach high. And exhaling, take the hands to the heart. Cleansing breath in. Dissolving out breath. Inhale, reach up. Oh, let's come into a chair here. So let's sweep the arms and then bend the knees and sit the hips back. All right, so your feet are parallel. Find a nice long diagonal line from the tailbone to your fingertips. Okay, inhale, sit a bit deeper. And exhale, straighten your legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale through your vinyasa. You can pause for a breath in plank or take it all the way down and make your way through your flow to down dog. Take your left foot to the center of the mat, and inhale, reach your right foot up. Bend the knee, rotate the hip open, and then step your right foot up in between your hands. Pivot the back heel and rise into a warrior one. So square the chest forward. You can take your feet a bit wider, find more balance, more stability. All right. And a big part of letting go is just inviting some intuitive movement. So go ahead and take a rock with the right arm and then the left arm. Reach the left, then reach the right. But send it all the way to your back heel. So we're not just reaching with the upper body, through the whole body. Awesome. Yes, have fun with it. And then reaching up and opening up to a warrior two. So point your right knee towards your middle toes. All right. Soften the shoulders, reach the arms out long. Press the feet away from each other. Take a moment to feel into the energy of the stance and let the energy of the asana, of the posture, really flow through. Flip your right palm, inhale, scoop it forward, reach it up and back. Back hand can come down the leg or behind your back. Just get a nice crescent arch going through the back body. Gazing up just past your fingertips towards the sky. All right, inhale and exhale, warrior two. Take a breath in and exhale to a side angle. Right forearm to your thigh. Left hand top arm in line with your back leg. So get a nice crisp diagonal line. So you got a couple options here. If this feels a little bit deep, you could take your right hand to your right thigh, or you could take your right hand down to the ground or a block if you want to take it a bit deeper. And then use your core, rise back up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Take another deep breath in. And then with your exhale, we're going to take it all the way down. So windmill the hands down, nice and smooth. Step the foot back, ride the breath all the way, or take another breath in plank. And high to low. You're welcome to make the vinyasa as full or as stripped down as you like. So just make a little back and forth movement, make your way to down dog. And second side, lift up your left foot, bend the knee, rotate the hip open. Inhale. And exhale, step that left foot up. Pivot the back heel. Engage your core. Lift the torso up. Yes. Widen your stance. Right? So you're using some of the width of the mat so you feel nice and stable and supported. And then pressing into that back foot from the hips. From the hips, we're going to reach with the left and the right. Perfect. And inhaling, reaching up high and opening up to warrior two. So in warrior two, we do want our feet to be pretty much on the same line. So we can bring yeah, exactly. Soften the shoulders, reach long through the fingers. Gazing over your middle fingers into a decisive state of peace. Finding the gaze of the peaceful warrior. Flip the front palm, scoop it forward and up. Reverse. Inhale and exhale, warrior two. Take a breath in. And exhale, side angle. Left forearm to thigh. Right arm in line with your back leg. So see if you can get a nice crisp line going through the top side body. We want to keep this left knee on top or in front of the ankle or before the ankle, right? Okay. And back up to a warrior two. Inhale for reverse. Take a nice breath in. Then exhale, ride the breath all the way down. Windmill, nice and smooth. And you're welcome to go right to a down dog or take your transition. Let's take a couple breaths together. Take a deep breath in and exhale audibly. One more like that. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your hips back and let it go. Okay, one more time. Breath in. And audibly let it go. Now, walk your hands back towards your feet. Take your hands back in towards the feet. And then root to rise. Take it all the way up. And come up to standing here. Let's shrug the shoulders a couple times. Now let's shrug it in the other direction. Take a little bit of a wider stance and sweep the arms. Find some momentum through the wrists. Now let's come to the top of our mat. And we're going to take a tree pose. So you're welcome to use the environment if you want to use a wall to help you with your balance. And then stand onto your left foot. Take your right foot to the ankle, the calf, or up into the thigh. All right. And again, if you want to use the wall, you can take one hand to the heart or both hands to the heart. When you're ready, grow your branches up. And strong trees sway in the breeze. So work with a sense of balance here. Find some gentle rocks. All right. And if you have to put the foot down and then pick it back up again, that's totally cool. All right. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, lower it down, wag the hips side to side. Awesome. And let's do the other side. So nice and firm footing in your right foot. And we'll take the left foot up to where you like it. Starting with the hands and the heart. It can be helpful to gaze at a single point, find your drishti, your focus. And when you're ready, float the arms. Finding another couple playful movements. And reach it up. And then exhale, let's take a full fold. So fold all the way over. Take hold of opposite elbows. Shrug the shoulders. And then relax, shake the head gently side to side. And nod the head, nod the torso. Release the hands down to the mat. Come onto your knees. Okay. Tuck your toes and sit back onto your heels. So you just put as much weight onto your feet as you like. Just get a little toe stretch here. Always good to bring some attention into the toes. And then we're going to take the head down. All right, so you might want to check me out before going into it. We're going to take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, okay, then roll to the center of the head, the center point, so not like too far forward or too far backwards. And just let the hands keep drifting further. Squeeze the fingers together. Of course, check in with your body. You know, if something does not feel good on your neck, You can always exit the posture. And then let's release the hands, shifting to a child's pose, forehead down. Shift the hips forward. Inhale in a cobra. Exhale to a down dog. And again, walk your hands back to your feet. Walk your hands to your feet. And then rise up to a standing. We're going to do one more thing in standing. So let's take the feet wide. Point your feet out at 45 degrees. Bend into the knees. Take your hands to your thighs just above the knees. And take some intuitive movements here. Shrug the shoulders. Dip one shoulder in. And then the other. Just find some gentle intuitive movements here. And take your hands down to the ground. Lengthen your stance. So take your feet as far apart from each other as feels good. And then we're going to bend into one side. So bend your right knee and straighten into the left leg. Yeah, we're doing a Skandasana variation. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Switch the knees. You want to keep the knee from going past the ankle, of course. And we'll do each side again. So walking it back over to the right. And then over to the left. Back to center. Turn your feet parallel. Press into the toes and just let the torso hang. And take your hands to your hips. And we're going to slowly root to rise. Slowly take it back up to center. Reach the arms out at 45 degrees. So this is star pose. We're going to embody the essence of the star. So bringing your awareness into your heart center and third chakra point, the Danjan. So the core of the body here. And let that be the center of your star. Inhale into that. And then just exhale, extend out through your fingers, extend out through your feet. Just imagine that you are shining your light, which we all are, always. So really create room and create space for that. Reaching out, not just with the physical, but with the energetic. Awesome. And we can take our hands to our hips, take a couple intuitive movements back and forth and side to side. And then heel toe your feet in. Come back up to standing. All right, and take a couple movements on your mat. Sometimes yoga gets very angular, so I like to bring in some flowy movements. So just kind of flow to the top of your mat, and then flow back to the back of your mat. So just move in a wave. And then let's, when you're ready, when you're done dancing out, stepping out, we'll come down to a seat. And we'll come into our closing series. So take the left leg out nice and long and bend the right knee. Take your right foot into your left thigh. Inhale your left hand up. And exhale, take your left hand towards your left foot. So maybe you can take hold of the foot. Maybe you take hold of the calf. So there's a lot of ways to do Janu Shirshasana. You can take your back hand and press the ground away, or reach towards your foot. And we'll hold this posture for another few breaths. So get comfortable. If you've really pressed into your edge, feel free to back off a little bit. See if you can rotate the top shoulder back a bit. Opening up through the chest space. And we're going to come into the counter stretch, which is Stargazer. So take your right hand behind you, nice and firm, and then we're going to inhale, sweep your left hand up. We're going to come to the left foot and your right shin, so your right knee and your right foot. Press the chest up, let the head rock back. And with an exhale, nice and smooth, take it back down. And we're going to come over to the other side. So straighten into your right leg, bend the left knee, take your left foot into your right thigh. All right. Inhale your right hand up high. And then exhale, hinge over, reaching towards your right foot. Finding the posture that really suits your body, that feels good for you today. And we'll come into the counter stretch. So take your left hand behind you, pressing into your left hand, sweep the body up, reaching your right hand back. Actively letting the head rock back, pressing the belly up, and then lowering it down. And we're going to hold the knees and rock on down to the back. Taking your hands underneath of your seat. Reach the legs up. We'll do a bit of core practice here. So the hands under the seat makes it a little bit easier for some folks to get their legs straight up. So play around with that if that works for you. All right. We're going to take the feet down to 60 degrees. And then point them straight up. Down to 60, to 45. Back to 60. And straight up. One more time. To 60, to 45, to 30. Take it straight up. And then bend the knees. Take the feet down flat. And press the feet down, raise the belly up for bridge pose. So interlace the fingers underneath you. Press the hands down. Opening up the chest and the heart space. Bringing a smile to the face. Relaxing through the breath. And then release the hands and roll down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Hips touch down, rock the knees left and right. Point the knees straight up. And we'll do another round. So press the feet down. Notice if your knees have come out wide to keep the knees parallel and stacked above the ankles. Then relaxing the knees, softening down the chest, rolling down to the hips. Rock the knees left and right. And then we'll do another one here. So if you want to come into a wheel, you You can take the hands alongside the ears if that's in your practice. Otherwise, come into a bridge or take that block or a cushion underneath of your sacrum for a supported bridge. And just relax into the inversion. And come on down out of that when you're ready. So let's take Yogi's Choice. After this, we're going to do a figure 4 and a supine twist. I recommend legs up the wall. If you want to take your hips and your thighs up against a wall, or if shoulder stand is in your practice, bringing the elbows in, bringing the shoulders in, supporting the lower back. Simply notice the change of gravity. Feeling the reversal of the flow of blood, receiving the oxygen. Feeling the support of the earth beneath your back and shoulders. And letting go into that. If you want to take it into any other variation, like legs wide or plow pose, go for it. And take a couple breaths. Just slowly make your way out. And we'll come to a fish pose. So take the legs nice and long. Take the hands underneath your seat. Press the elbows down to raise the chest up and let the head rock back. Nice active counter stretch here. Actively pressing the tail down. Opening up through the chest. And then relax. Let everything come down to the mat. And take a moment here before we continue through a few more postures to just experience the changes in the body. Noticing what feels good. Where do you feel a nice openness in the body, a nice flow? Bring some breath to that. And exhale, let it go. Let's bring the knees in. Let's come to a figure 4. So take your left foot, your left ankle across your right thigh. Interlace your hands behind your thigh and draw the legs in. Tuning into the rhythms and flow of the body. And switching sides. Taking your right ankle to your left thigh. Interlace your hands. Take a goofy grip. Take the opposite thumb on top. And draw the legs into the torso. Following the path of the breath, breathing into the lungs deeply. Then exhale, noticing the air coming out through the throat, through the nose. Noticing the sound and the feeling of the breath. And then release, letting go. And take the knees into center here. Inhale with the knees pointed straight up. Exhale, rock your knees over to your right. Reach the arms out in a T and gaze over to your left side. Letting gravity do her thing. Softening your shoulders to the earth. With every breath in, welcoming in fresh light, fresh love, and fresh peace. With every exhale, let go of what doesn't serve you. Breathing in nutrients for the body. And exhaling carbon dioxide. Taking a nice full breath in. And Ujjayi exhale. Bringing the knees back up to center. Take a full breath in. And exhale, rock your knees over to the left side, gazing over to the right. Expanding into the diaphragm of the lungs, feeling the rib cage open with a nice full breath. And taking a deep breath in. And a smooth Ujjayi exhale. Drawing the knees back into center. And taking some rocks back and forth, side to side. Happy baby is an option. Or if there's any other final stretches. And one more variation if you'd like to take it. You can take the feet wide and the knees together to help release and relax through the lower back. And starting with the middle back, feel every vertebrae soften, the space between every vertebrae, the tiny twitch muscles beginning to relax and melt into the mat. Stay here, or take the soles of your feet together, let the knees knock wide for supine butterfly. And when you're ready, reaching the legs out long for Shavasana, our final resting pose. And again, softening the expression of the face, relaxing the shoulders. And as you relax into the body, tracing the energy lines from our practice. Continuing to invite relaxation and spaciousness. And I will guide us through a elemental meditation. So we're going to notice the elements within our body. So first, the element of earth, noticing the muscles in your body, noticing the tissues and the bones, the solidness of the body, and the sturdiness. And feel how supportive that is. Feeling held by the structure of the body. And with an exhale, Relaxing that, bringing some softness into the joints, feeling into the water element and the water within the body. The body is mostly water. And so feeling into the flow of emotional energy and of oxygen through the cycle of the heartbeat and the blood flow. And tuning into the digestive system in the body, and also the breath, the base of the lungs, the place of our internal fire, third chakra, which is like just below the navel. So feel that spark of flame, of fire, and nice big fire, flame in the body rising to the crown chakra, through the third eye and the forehead. Just feel this fire burning away anything that does not serve you. Anything that you're ready to let go of. Welcoming the fire. And tuning into your breath. Bring all your awareness into the breath, the same air that flows around the planet that we all share with our breath. Exhaling, taking a deep full breath in. And Ujjayi, victorious exhale together. Bringing your awareness into the body, and as you're ready, you're welcome to remain for as long as you like, and when you like, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, the shoulders and the heels. And inhale, reaching up overhead, take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, draw the knees in and sway back and forth. Rocking over to one side. And pressing to a seated pose. And taking a minute in the seat, beginning to integrate our practice. Let's take 2 breaths, an Om and a Namaste to close. Breathing in and out. Inhaling and letting go. And for the sound of Om. Bringing the hands to the heart. The elements in me resonate with the elements in you. We're all made of the same stardust. Namaste.